future is very bright for Duda. Just cannot believe that she's still only 22 years old, growing in stature week by week. It's going to be Duda that gets us underway. Meppelink the target. Error from the left side to get us underway. The team based in the Duda Park. There's a 4-star event held there a couple of years ago during the winter, but that's the home of Keizer Meppelink. Duda, whose spin serve has caused so many teams so much trouble over the years already. That's 2 spiking errors in a row from the Netherlands. This time it's on the Keizer. They've served both of the players so far and they've both made errors. Once again, Duda's spin serve causing all sorts of trouble for Meppelink Keizer. This time to the line, Agatha. They're on the way through here. Brazil have beaten Mexico. They lost to Hermanova Slikova won Pool A this week, but then wins against Switzerland and a win against Talita and Tayana, who won the competition here in Cancun last week as well. And then they came past Platushnik and Schützenhofer from Austria. Great performance from Platushnik and Schützenhofer this week, getting a quarterfinal for Austria. But now the Netherlands stand in their way for a place in the final against April Ross and Alex Kleinman. Or Russia's Makro Gazova and Kolomina. How good were Russia earlier on against Germany? Really, the best performance we've seen from them for a while on the World Tour, or I've seen personally. It's over on 1. Duda, good width on the attack from Agatha to tee up the 2 ball and the hammer to the line. It's a great first end this for Brazil, it really is. Well, Keizer Meppelink 8th in the Olympic qualification race at the moment, so they're pretty set on their qualification. Meppelink scoring again. Agatha Duda, well, they're in the top 3, so they're absolutely fine. They're improving their scores this week, both of them, by the looks of it. Meppelink coming in very straight, showing a bit of angle before taking on the outside hand. (5-2), the opening end goes to Brazil. The Dutch's tough serving will be a force to be reckoned with, and it's the tough serving that gets them an in-rhythm ball, second time of asking. And they can put that one away. Physical, the Netherlands. Brazil, well, pride themselves on their ball control, looking for space, chipping it around, making good decisions. This could be a very entertaining matchup. Block for Meppelink, who's won with, well, she won that CEV European Championship with Sanne Keizer 2018, but wins with Joy Stuber in 2017. Sophie van Gestel all the way back in 2013 too. Wins with Van Gestel. One in Argentina was a big win for them. Beating on that day, funny enough, Agatha with Maria Antonelli. Duda reads everything. Late step. Back set this time, turned back. Duda, 2 explosive digs in quick succession. Stop it. On the turn. Meppelink. She thought she might have sunk that one, but a little bit too much sauce that time. 7-4 now to Brazil. Duda, who spin served into the breeze and now trying to hit a real flat one with the wind behind it. Well, 2 points separate them, but at the same time, some good volleyball from both teams to gain some confidence from. Duda from the inside, back to the line. It's a fantastic step. She saw that son of Keizer, but the blocking from Duda this time. My word, if Duda's not back there playing defense, she's in there blocking instead of Agatha. Best hitter 2018, best defensive player twice, 2018, 2019, and now she's doing a bit of blocking as well. Well, not for too long as Agatha charges in from the baseline. Cuts shots strong, good vision, and also just planting one back. Wow. 2 side switches so far. Brazil hold a lead. Netherlands are going to cause some issues for Agatha and Duda though. Better. Difference is just to 1. Remember, this pairing medalled in Chetumal. Although that seems like a long time ago that the World Tour was in Mexico. There's only been Doha since, so although it's 18 months ago, there's only been that one tournament in Doha 6 weeks ago in between the two for the women. There's one more stop in Doha in between for the men just before the pandemic. Trying to force the 2-ball, Madeline Meppelink, but the net's in the way of that one. Just losing the height, the ball's traveling across her a little bit. A 3-point lead. Duda with the spin serve into the breeze. These are the situations that Brazil will want to try and take advantage of. Southpaw from Meppelink as the wind, I think, blows that one across. Great dig. Well seen from Sana Keizer, but unfortunately she's a little bit on her toes. She gets caught a little bit quickly, and the ball thunders out of play. Not quite stable enough there. Sana Keizer. 7-11 turns into 12-7. Duda's destructive nature behind the baseline is really putting the pressure on the team in blue. Tight set. Agatha's into the game here. They're trying to put the ball tight to go over the top of Agatha, but the ball control lets themselves down, the Netherlands. And after a very close start, there's just one too many errors creeping into the equation here. Well, Duda's serving, but for Agatha, she's now had more wins with Duda than she had with Barbara on the World Tour, and that's just shows what a dominant force they are. But they're also playing in tough times in the women's game. There's so many teams who can turn up and win a gold medal. Meppelink sees that the block is retreating and picks the left shoulder out of Agatha. Smiles for Meppelink. Well, they're so experienced, aren't they? They look so calm as Team Norway look on, growing in the women's side of the game as well as the men's. The fans are having a great time. Allowed around the bubble. Not inside the bubble though, hence you can see a few players or no players outside, only fans. Duda from the inside, passes a little bit off the net, so loses a few angles, but actually doesn't, because the setting from Agatha is world class. But that's just what we expect from Agatha. Ball just drops a little bit inside, so the ball goes that way. Ace. And if it's not Duda hammering spin serves into the breeze, it's Agatha serving with the breeze behind really effectively. It's the perfect serve with the wind behind. It really is. Back to Keizer from the right side. Oh, big line ball. But that's out as well. Too many unforced errors. Too many hitting errors from the Netherlands. I've counted at least 6 of these points for Brazil due to the hitting errors of the Netherlands. And that one's missed by some way. Lots of space between the hitter and the setter means that you sort of run out of line quite quickly. Over this time, though, Duda's going on 2, isn't she? And she puts it away. You can see it early, but the idea of the play is to make the block defense rush. And that's exactly what happens. It's a great play. Duda, the present and the future for Brazil. Great passing from Keizer. Should be a point for the Netherlands, and it is. It's all about getting that pass into a good zone. Everything's in front of her. She can make a decision and stick to it. Put the ball away. Keizer spin serve just a little bit lacking. Tosses a little bit out for Keizer. And the set's off the net. Underneath it from Meppelink. Well, luckily for them, they're going to have another crack at it in just a moment. The side change. Well, it's been the perfect start, hasn't it, for Brazil? The only thing is we saw this earlier. Beach Volley Vikings up against Alisson and Alvaro Filo. And the first set was very one-sided, but it did come back to be a very close finish. We won't spoil it for you if you haven't managed to see that one yet. Keizer with the long run up on the right side, sees Agatha break and decides to take her on. Pass down the line, almost to stop the 2 ball, but they can't. The angle off the pass of Agatha. And that's just what's so impressive about these top athletes, are the passing skills. Another level. Very difficult to create angles off a straight line serve. Our first set point squandered, but lots of other opportunities. Set point for Brazil. Oh, Duda is stopped by Meppelink. Maybe that's going to start building some confidence for the second hit. Duda, couple of looks at the court before trying to chop it back. And there you have it. The first set goes to Brazil. Emphatic victory as well. 21-12, they take it. Well, the Netherlands, we haven't quite seen the same team that we've seen throughout this competition. They've got one more crack at seeing if they can force their way to a third and then into the gold medal match tomorrow. Well, Cancun, just the perfect and fitting destination for this bubble, wasn't it? A lovely part of the world. But for Madeline Meppelink and Sana Keizer, they need to establish some control in this second set early on. Passes off the net, so here's a chance. Agatha. But once more, Duda is all over everything. Just setting the example for anyone watching. Cover your hitter. Cover yourself if you're hitting. All force from Sana Keizer. They know that Agatha, well, she's 6 foot tall. There's always a chance to go over the top or through Agatha. There are bigger blockers on the Women's World Tour now. Sarah Pavin, 6'5", Kleinman the same. Another missed spin serve, and the Netherlands have served with such pressure throughout. They just need one good run. They'll have Brazil under the cosh. Passing, balls inside, blocks back into the game because of it. If the set drops inside, then all that's going to happen is Agatha's going to see it. She's going to drop into that angle. That's all that happens. Great hands from Agatha. Dutch took a 17th last week, so a much improved performance from them. They'll be happy no matter what. Great cover from Meppelink. Fantastic blocking from Agatha to start with, and that's a world-class swing from Duda. The feet inside the ball, the wrist away from the body. She makes it look really easy, but it's one of those things in life where I can assure you it's really not that easy to turn the ball like that. Feet and smooth arm. Netherlands under pressure. Once more, it's the same story as the opener. Brazil are in full control here. Full flow. Agatha Duda, well, they've taken 2/3 in a row. Second at the World Tour Finals in Rome. That was back in September 2019. Last time they won was the Tokyo 4-star in July 2019. That was the test event for the Olympics that was obviously postponed due to the pandemic, and now the next Olympic Games is under 100 days' time. (6-1) Brazil. They've won the bad end by 6 points to 1. Wide set. Just rocking back on that one because she's underneath the ball, but heavy, heavy swing from Sana Keizer. Serve from Meppelink. Good serving from Meppelink, but it's also good passing from Agatha. The set was on for Duda. They've done well to get their way out of that Brazil because the set was not Duda's finest, but at the same time, doesn't matter too much. Five-point game. Duda again. Meppelink coming on 2 from Keizer. Agatha is watching everything that the Dutch do. And the Dutch are watching everything Brazil do as well, mind you. Great break. Breaking quite early, so Keizer could see that. Decides to go over the top of it. Service. Wind behind for Sana Keizer. Bump setting wide, chop back. The wider the play goes, at times the more angles you have going back, but there's a quick attack back from the Netherlands. This is far better. This is the first time that I can remember them in this game picking up some serious rhythm. Line's the call. And line is the swing that puts another one on the scoreboard for Brazil. They've run rampant here. Agatha serving. Chasing in straight serve to try and make that line as short as possible to get in and block, but also to take angles away. Turning now Meppelink, but watching everything. Sitting in a great position is Duda and the high pat to the back of the court. They're looking for a net touch there, the Netherlands, but not this time. What a play, the in-stadium announcer. We can only agree. Serving once more for 5-point game. Meppelink. They're looking for a touch off the hands. Yes, this time from Agatha. Trying to find any way they can to score. Well, Keizer won the European Championships with Marleen van Ursel. Great team. Keizer van Ursel, weren't they? They beat Arvaniti. From Greece and Maria Satsiani. Big serving from Meppelink here, and this is what the Netherlands do have in their armory. A chance. Look at the angles and the speed on that. It's unreceivable. That one was a little bit more direct towards Agatha. So Agatha, you have to give credit to Agatha as well, because the net's a little bit lower for the ladies, or it's a lot lower. That ball's coming on so fast, and for her to stay stable, get the ball in rhythm, and then put the ball away is tough. The level's high, but we knew that. We're in the final four of a 4-star. Carry. It's a double touch, sorry. Two touches in the hands, no complaints from Keizer. Ball's coming on two, surely. It's just a little bit too low. The defenders are watching everything through the net. Two looks, overhand defense, great touches all around. This one's starting to heat up a little bit here. Just looking at that partnership between Van Ursel and Keizer. Wins in Poland, China, Shanghai. Van Ursel and Keizer beating Kessie Ross, 2011 Shanghai Open. And Duda shows us once more why she's so admired in world beach volleyball. Duda will serve. Setting is a little bit wide. And there's another hitting error. There's been too many of them from the Netherlands. A few good service runs, but all in all, too many spiking errors. They passed okay as well. Duda will serve hit. Better from Keizer. In 2016, Duda and Anna Patricia won the under-21 World Championships against Maklo Gazova and Kolomina. They're up next to see if they will play in the finals, which could have 3 of the 4 players that played in that under-21 competition in Lucerne in 2016 in the final of this 4-star event. Also won the under-19s that year in Larnaca, Cyprus. Beat Maxime Van Driel and Mika Dalderop from the Netherlands in the final of that one. Already won so many events. One with Elisa Maya. And that was in the Makello Open in 2016. They beat Van Ursel and Meppelink in the final there. Sure, we're going to see so many more wins from Duda. 13 already in her career. Overall is just an effort that we probably don't talk about enough here on the World Tour. When you think about the Vikings, who are older than Duda, even having one less. 7 wins on the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour, but 13 wins overall. 8-point game. Keizer's stopped by Duda. Opportunity with the back set for Meppelink. Decides to take Duda on and catches her high. Robust swing. Duda disappointed with herself that she didn't make a dig on that one. Big hammer from Meppelink. That was a big hammer as well, wasn't it? Service pressure. Maybe this is an opportunity for the Netherlands. When their service is going well, they can beat anyone in the world. And that's why. Knock them out of rhythm, not the stuffing out of the opposition. Get a free ball, and that second chance you get to attack, you're in complete control. You can see the whole court. You can select your shot accordingly. Lovely work from Meppelink. So serving again, but at the same time, you have to give Agatha so much credit with the way that she passes. The speed of the serve from Meppelink is so flat, the speed so quick. But the hold of the low position is strong as well. You don't become a world champion without being able to pass. Tight, there's a net touch against Duda. Duda says no. Meppelink says no. Somebody hit the net. Someone's guilty here. Might be Brazil. Agatha says, let me deal with this one. Oh, it definitely was Duda that hit the net. Maybe it was Meppelink as well, but Duda certainly did touch something going through, didn't she? "17 serves, 9. From the Keizer. With another miss serve. Too many errors today from the Dutch. And they'll be disappointed with that, but they'll also be so happy with making the final 4 once more. 2 17th place finishes this year. After that third in Chetamol in 2019. So that's a big gap in seedings, but they found their rhythm back again. They took a 9th at the World Tour Finals in Rome. A couple of 5ths on the way through. And 3rd at the Ostrava 4-stars. So they're making podiums and lots of top 10s. But also a couple of 17ths and some 25ths as well. And they'll be looking to take them out the equation with their Olympic points. Great decision. And Keizer going over the top of the block, not trying to hit steep whatsoever. Another miss serve. Costly. Because Meppelink does hammer them, especially with the wind into her face. I'll do the 2 away for Brazil. What's being comfortable and where the Netherlands have faltered from behind the service line. Brazil have really served well. They've been under pressure the whole time. Feels as if they've never got a stronghold on this one. Match point for Brazil. Still egging everything on Agatha, isn't she, back there? Another match ball for Brazil. Keizer going full rip on that. Duda from the outside. There you have it. They're back in the final. Agatha and Duda will go through to play the winner. Svetlana Kolomina, Nadezhda Makrogazova from Russia. They're playing against April Ross and Alex Kleinman next. And what can't this pairing do? They've already won 5 times as a team. Add 4 silver medals and 8 bronze medals to that tally in just 35